Okay, yeah. It's just not going to be any Twitch today.
No Twitch?
Nope. I don't even.
What's it?
It's.
Is Twitch itself just bugging?
That's a great question. Let's go see if anybody's live.
See, show
I
full
mean,
screen.
outside of some big names, I don't see any. Hey, T-Pain's live.
Oh no, I see. There are people live.
Was there anything different about your setup?
Nope.
I just said. Okay.
I mean, unless they can tell that a different thing is hooked up to a different HDMI port on my monitor. But I don't think that way.
You know it's crazy. That's what I was thinking anyway. This shit decided to be so ass. It's like, oh, you got some new equipment. Cracks fingers. Time to give you a hard time.
Well, yeah, so we're rolling. So I did get a new piece to my setup. Got my Switch too. Very. It
Is
is
it stinky?
not at all. Even though my monitor not being HDMI 2.1 has come back to fight me because it's HDR and high refresh rate on this screen, but it is not on my monitor. Because HDMI 2.1 wasn't a thing when I got this monitor, so.
Time to upgrade.
Well, honestly, I'm cool with playing what I'm playing. Playing these Switch games at 60 FPS, 4K, just in the best way possible. I'm cool with that. It's not the best way possible overall, but the best way possible for me. And so the night, I got it Friday night, and it's now Sunday. So Friday night, it came with Legends ZA, and
And you were concerned you weren't about to get it, right?
yeah, cause
Like
it
on time.
right. Well, it was already late because the game and the system technically came out on Thursday, but I knew far in advance that it wouldn't be getting here till Friday.
All right.
Because like the original estimated date. So I probably could have gone in person into a store on Thursday and had an easier time getting my hands on it than I actually did, but you know, it's fine.
Possibly.
I got it. It works.
I feel like this is the second wave of Switch 2 acquirers, you know?
Well, there was the Bonanza wave. Like, a lot of people were waiting for
It
Bonanza.
wasn't that big.
Oh, yeah, I feel like this might be the biggest wave. Because this is the second bundle. This is the only other bundle game that you've been able to get. Like, Donkey Kong was
Exactly.
100% it. No, you had to buy the game on top of the system. I mean,
Yeah.
people did. I actually, looking at my friends list on even Switch One, you could tell a lot of people were playing Bonanza.
A lot of people really liked it.
Yeah,
Some people even said it's game of the year contenders.
yeah. Well,
I have heard
People
nothing
still
but
do.
good things about that game.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I need so buying this on Amazon. Of course, now all they're doing is recommending me every single accessory and game and everything possible.
Of course.
And the three things that I know that I'm actually going to need. A screen protector, because the screen is bigger than the Switch 1 screen, and I had a screen protector on my Switch 1 screen, and it did, it held up, and so, screen protector. That's minor. A micro SD card, because I already can't fit like I did downsize my library on my Switch One, so everything I wanted to transfer over transferred over. But the second I went to download Fortnite, in addition to everything that I had, it was like, nah, you need like 40 more gigs. So, and the crazy part is the Switch 2 games that are on here aren't even the biggest things. The biggest thing that's on here is Monster Hunter Rise, which has no noticeable improvements on the Switch 2, but I just, off principle, can't delete Monster Hunter Rise off my
I was about to
Switch.
say.
And I mean, that even that's only like 15 gigs. So Fortnite is just,
What's this with you transferring everything that was on your first Switch to your second Switch? Is that
yeah,
how that worked?
yeah. So the
What is
setup,
that process like?
you
And
just,
so, someone who hasn't done it.
so all you need to do is, and it's really similar to the game keycard sharing feature on the Switch One. So like when I lent out Pokemon Legends Arceus, the process was pretty much as similar as me transferring my Switch 1 to my Switch 2. All you do, there's a setting, like make sure your Switch 1's up to date, and there's a setting in your system settings that is like transfer to Switch 2. And you can go and do that now, but it'll tell you you need to do, you'll get to a point where the next step needs to happen on a Switch 2. And when setting up a Switch 2, there's a prompt that's like transfer from a Nintendo Switch 1. So essentially, during the setup, like before I even saw the home screen of the system at all, it brought over, like it had to update the firmware on here. I had to connect this to my home Wi-Fi, and then I just sat the two switches together, both plugged up, um, and the time it took me to the home screen for the first time, the most recent apps were the most recent apps from my Switch One. Everything was in the same order. The theme came over because by default, Switch 2s are on white theme. I guess every Switch is by default on white theme. But on Switch 1, I immediately changed that to dark and never looked back. This, when it booted up, was immediately on dark. My profiles, because I have my English profile, my Japanese profile, and Angelina's profile, all of those came over in the same order. Everything, like all my playtime's intact. The one thing it did note on my Switch 1 was games that weren't compatible with cloud saves. Like that was the most important like me doing that transfer was the most important thing, because everything else my saves in the cloud. But like Pokemon games as like a major example, but there were some other things that I had on Switch that it's like, hey, this we are transferring these save files from this system to this system. Like you will no longer be able to use them on your Switch One. I'm like, okay, fine. Cause yeah, Switch One's going downstairs. I got to get Just Dance because Angelina wants to play Just Dance, and now there's a whole Switch system not being used, and I can buy it physically. Unlike with PlayStation, where I'd have to set up another PSN account and buy the game through that. Where no, I'll just get a physical Switch cartridge and let it rock. But yeah, so I mean, legit, because I didn't really have a whole lot of desk space, my switches just sat near each other, plugged up like this for the entirety of the transfer process. And I did have to technically re-download everything, so it didn't actually move the physical files of the games. It just like put the icons there and started downloading them.
You know what this makes me think about? It's like when you're training the new person, but the new person is your replacement.
That is what you did. That
Yeah.
is what you just
You
did.
just don't realize it yet. Switch like, oh, I got a teammate. And you're like,
We're finally getting some help. The help we need.
give me your consciousness. Put it in a new shell. That's not you because you suck. These are Anton's words, not mine. What he was.
But I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the other accessories I need to get. I need to get a case because it is noticeably larger than the Switch One, and the majority of my cases were. They didn't have a lot of extra space. My Legends Arceus bag is big enough to fit in the main pocket, but it's just a little bit awkward. And for a new system, I don't like. I should just get like a good case for it, even though I was out and about yesterday and definitely didn't take it with me. Switch to me still isn't like a take on the road
Somewhere.
system.
Yeah.
Like it's a take on vacation or something like that, or take it to
Yeah.
the bedroom or something like that. But it's not really a.
To the bedroom.
Yeah, I was in there playing Pokemon yesterday. Just that is the thing. Pokemon games tend to make me use my Switch and handheld more than anything else does.
It is Pokemon.
Yeah, so that is like the defining thing of my Switch One got used the most in handheld to play Pokemon.
Hmm.
And so my Switch 2 also, even though I played a little bit of Hades handheld. And yeah, third thing that I need is a micro SD express card for storage because I'd like to fit more games than just what I have right now. And this isn't even like my full everything that was just comfortably chilling on my Switch 1 like when I decided to downsize everything so it would fit on this. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that got the cut that I'm not even going to attempt to re-download because I got what I intend on playing on it and have been playing it, so having extra stuff on here isn't super necessary right now. But I see going forward, what happens when Pokemon Wind and Waves drop next year? What happens when Pokemon Champions drops? What happens when I want to play Fortnite on my Switch?
Point.
So yeah, those are the three things. Screen protector.
I know. I like how you just casually mentioned the leaked Pokemon game, and then just smooth right past it.
The Terra leak. Well, so we talked about the Terra leak. Yeah. Well, we knew they had gotten a lot because the Terra leak, this isn't a leak that just happened. This was a leak that happened, I think it was last year when the Typhlosion joke started. Those were the original parts of this same leak. Those were like...
They were just sitting on it?
Well, that was like scrapped lore. So we got a lot of concept art. We got a lot of scrapped like information about Pokemon. We got a lot of scrapped Pokemon. We got out of that. But so we knew that people had everything on Legends VA and potentially everything on Generation 10. But it turns out like it went even farther than that. And so the day before Legends VA dropped, a lot of the leakers that had the information and had just been sitting on it, because they were trying to basically ransom it back to Nintendo, and Nintendo's like, you don't have any employee information, you don't have any customer information, like, we're not paying the ransom for this stuff, like Pokemon information you have,
Yeah, Pokemon gets leaked all the time.
Well, it gets data mined every single time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Every time it was like either people would get their hands on a physical copy or there'd be a demo or something and they just get into the back end and just tell you everything that's going to be in it. And I mean, that's kind of been.
Why do people do that shit?
That's just.
Like what? Like, are you getting paid from it? Is this how you get off? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
Like, who
mean.
cares? Like, oh, okay, clearly people care, but like, why not
People are
just keep
too
that shit?
impatient.
Why not
Yeah,
just keep
there
that shit
is
from
that
where?
because every time a Pokemon game gets data mined and leaks and all of that, I'm right there. I unabashedly love. The good thing, I haven't gotten any story
If you had the
spoilers for
tools, would you
Legends
do it
ZA.
yourself?
No, I wouldn't. I probably do have the
Okay,
tools.
exactly.
Like I have
Exactly.
a lot of these
That's
games
that's
in
that's my
hand.
that's my point. It's really just enabling people who want that instant gratification. It's like, well, I'm here, might as well know everything now.
Sure.
y'all done did the work. I might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
You know, that shit's so whack, bro. Like, just let it happen.
Yeah,
You
I
know the Tame
mean,
Impala song? Just let
because
it
a lot
happen.
of games, so like right now, and I'm not the type of person who will, like, I'm sure what happens at the end of Hades 2 is out there on the internet. I'm just not seeking that out. I'm sure that what happens at the end of Legends ZA is out there. I'm not seeking that out. Like, there are these things, like, people will get the game ahead of release and literally just upload the entire
Post everything.
playthrough.
I remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, people were going in chats and like dropping the ending.
Yep. And I mean, that to me, I'm
Spoiler
like,
alert.
spoilers should
No,
be
I'm not
opt
gonna
in.
say it.
Final
I'm not gonna say it.
Fantasy 3 has an ending?
Kingdom Hearts. Final
Kingdom
Fantasy
Hearts.
3 definitely does have an ending, but Kingdom Hearts 3
It
also
does.
has an ending.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said Final Fantasy 3.
Oh
I was
The
like,
internet wasn't around back then. That was a better time.
You mean Dingle Dork doesn't make it to see
You're on
Tumbling
MS
Floor?
DOS or whatever.
Hey,
And if
hey.
we're talking about North American Final Fantasy 3,
North American Final Fantasy 3 is peak. That's a great one. That's a great one.
Oh,
I
no,
mean, it
see,
wasn't
that's
really. The internet wasn't prevalent
yeah.
yeah,
when that
definitely
came
the
out
Super
here.
Nintendo era of.
It was 1994. Oh wait, that's bad internet. Come on, you're bad.
Yeah, that's probably talking about real Final Fantasy 3, the year it came to PS1. We're
Yeah,
talking
Actual
about.
Final Fantasy.
this is 1990 before. I don't even think MS DOS was out yet.
I feel
Not to
like
be
DOS
confused with
computers
MF Doom.
were late 80s. Like IBM, was out here moving and shaking.
No.
Yeah, but you weren't on chat rooms or.
Yeah, Cerebi.net didn't exist yet, so. And to be fair to Cerebi, they don't really talk about leaks.
Actually,
anymore.
no. Chat room began in the 70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 90s
what?
by the time.
File system emissary.
When
The
did
first
AOL?
public online chat room
Yeah, when did
was created
when
in
did
73.
the average person have a computer room in their house? And I believe that's like between 95 to 2000 is when that
AOL
started.
No, it was
started
definitely the
85.
90s.
90s, for sure.
Yeah, it was the 90s. Because remember, also, like, this was back when, this was at the beginning of, your corporate job giving you a laptop.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, shit, that. Hold on.
I'll
AOL.
say AOL
I
was 85.
remember the .com bubble didn't burst until March 2000.
yeah.
Google was
1990,
98.
1993, AOL started sending out compact discs to homes. That's cool.
Yep.
What a different
I
time.
remember getting
Uh-huh.
So
And then
AOL,
remember,
I guess.
IBM didn't drop their PC until 81.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we had like Commodores out before then, like.
And so Final Fantasy North American 3, which is Final Fantasy 6, initially released in Japan in 1994, April 1994. So it's on, it's like,
I mean, so technically there could have been a leak of the ending of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 3.
well, for a while, Pokemon games weren't.
I forgot why we went down this rabbit hole until you just said that.
Pokemon games before the
dickheads.
way leaks would happen is they weren't like day and date releases everywhere. It came out in Japan first, and then like usually the next year would come out in North America. So I remember Diamond and
That's
Pearl, like when I was in elementary school on the internet, knowing about Diamond and Pearl information a year
That was
before
elementary school for you?
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl? When did Diamond and Pearl come
right.
out?
It might have been middle school. Pokemon Diamond release date. September
2007? You were not in elementary school.
2006 in Japan.
Oh, in
And
Japan.
I was either in 5th or 6th. Well, September 2006, I would have been in 6th grade. So I was in very early middle school when I was online reading about what was going to be in Diamond and Pearl. Then in June of the next year. Oh no, it actually came out April 2007 in North America. June was the Australian date. Europe didn't get it until July.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's like, I remember X and Y being a big deal because it was like the first time a Pokemon game was launching everywhere at the same time.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, like Pokemon and being leaked before it comes out, especially in North America, is a time-honored tradition. But now it's just like they're getting
Yeah, Pokemon the game, but not Pokemon the slate.
true. I mean, 4chan leaks also have been like a
They're racist.
not saying you're
Not wrong.
They were so racist they doubled down and made an 8chan where they could be even more racist. Like what the fuck?
I would never go to 4chan. I would just see the
Is that
4chan
real?
Pokemon leaks reported other places. Reading 4chan is just like impossible. Like it's just
Yeah,
like even when I see the screenshots of what was posted to 4chan and I'm like, this is a format people use for information?
yeah, you
It
gotta
still
click your face
exists?
just to get
Yeah.
on there.
4chan still exists. It's 8chan that's the problem. You can't get to 8chan and good.
You shouldn't.
You absolutely shouldn't. That should be scrubbed from the internet.
As it for the most part has been.
Seems to be a foul place.
Not enough.
I mean, nowadays, people just get on Twitter.
Or Facebook comments and sections. Yeah, your your elderly family members are getting brainwashed by AI memes off of Facebook.
God, like people keep posting those like AI videos, and either they're posting them without realizing that the video itself is AI. I'm like, dog, just at this point, just don't engage with videos anymore. Especially if this shit seems too funny or like, damn, this is crazy. It's not real. It's not real, y'all. What the fuck are y'all doing? Porcupines don't shoot their spines.
Life's not that
They don't.
interesting.
Right, like there was this one that I know
Actually,
had
it
a
is.
lot of
I
people
disagree.
going.
Oh, you just okay.
I've seen some shit IRL.
Yeah, real life.
We live in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, none of the
I
videos
agree
out of
here.
Atlanta are AI. All of those, like
No,
those are
those are all real.
those are
Those are all
100% real.
I mean,
It'll just
Atlanta
be like,
is
oh,
just a
here's the
GTA server.
Gengar train in Japan that doesn't exist. It looks cool, but there are people reposting it. It's like, oh, Japan has a Gengar train. They have a Pikachu car,
Sounds like the fuck we do.
they have like Pikachu interior and like wraps on trains and stuff like that. But they're like, this train was shaped like a Gengar, and like, yeah, no, AI garbage. So pretty much anything that isn't taking place in Atlanta that I see in video form on the internet, I'm assuming is AI by default. I've seen people post quotes from celebrities that never actually happened. Like I saw like this whole motivational video of Kiki Palmer that was not an actual video of Kiki Palmer. And I was like, this is just AI. And somebody shared it to their story like, she's so inspirational. I'm like, ooh.
You see how easy we are to manipulate and control? Because people don't. They don't
People don't
think
think
about that
that they
shit.
have to take that extra second to stop and think about what they're seeing because usually, like for a long time, it was you couldn't in an instant get an edited video like this the way you can now.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
it's
you're not using this thing as a tool. You're using it as a means of conception.
right.
Like what the fuck? Like this is you're using pure generation for this. I put in the prompts. So take them prompts in your brain and then
Right.
put that shit to paper.
No, I need my machine to hallucinate my dreams for me. Like, I don't want to work and have to try to succeed in things. I want my results. I want my gratification. I want my accolades.
I gotta just put AI video generation into the notes so
Well,
that
the
it
main
makes it
culprit
into the
nowadays is called
description.
Sora.
Yeah,
It's
so that's
Sora.
open AI
by open AI, and those videos are very uncanny
from the
because a lot
makers
of them
of
do look
Chat
really good.
GPT.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I still use Chat GPT for the descriptions. Sorry. Right. Anybody who wants to write better descriptions than Chat GPT's giving me, be my guest. But I wasn't writing better ones than that, so.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I don't know. I think it's we always kind of discuss that with the AI model of like using it as a tool to make your life easier rather than using it as a tool to take something away from others is totally different.
Yeah, we're not paying anybody to write descriptions,
Right.
and the descriptions aren't. Well, they could be being stolen from scholarly articles. I don't know. That's the potential risk that we run.
that
It,
is if
it,
scholarly articles are talking about Hades 2 and Silent Hill F, and I don't think we're
well, yeah,
quite there
like
yet, but
no, honestly, like when it comes to the writing, like some of the writing style, how it decides to compose things, it didn't fabricate that. It didn't pull it from its ass. I
Okay,
wouldn't
yeah.
even say it was fucking programmed to do that. They said, "Hey, here's these writers, these journalists. Here's how they write. Here's how you write now."
here go
Yeah.
So
all the
yeah,
people who actually make well thought out episode descriptions for podcasts. We're going to just feed all of those in, grind them up, and spit it back out
we're gonna
with the
spit out an
specific
amalgamation
parameters
of
that I'm giving it of the topics we talk about. It has been kind of creepy. It's starting to predict who's talking about what game.
That's a little weird.
Like, I won't say, oh, Chris is talking about Crash Bandicoot. Oh, Jalen's talking about this. but like I'll put that we're just talking about those things, and it'll be like, and Chris talks about the journey to platinum in Crash Bandicoot 2, and it's like I didn't tell you that. I just
Why
said
do
the
you tell
road
me?
to the platinum on Crash Bandicoot 2.
Chris' computer is just gonna open up and it's like, Chris, we have Crash Bandicoot 2 for you.
It kind of, for the
I have
most
Crash
part,
Bandicoot.
Bandicoot somewhere else.
knows the umbrella
Doesn't
of
matter.
games who's going to be playing and will group them like by who actually was talking about them. So sometimes it's wrong, but the fact that it's been right more than once is it knows.
Does know. To be
Alright.
fair, I do talk about Crash Bandicoot a lot.
It's listening right now. It's like, yeah, see?
See?
Who's
He does like
hallucinating
it.
now?
But yeah, back to the Switch 2.
Oh yeah.
The Terra Leak, we know Pokemon Wind and Waves are going to be the names of the Gen 10 games. They're going to be Switch 2 exclusive. Apparently, it's going to be dealing with procedurally generated dungeons, which is kind of a thing Pokemon's messed around with in certain ways. Like Dynamax Adventures back in Sword and Shield were just kind of like, even the underground in Brilliant Diamond and Pearl was procedurally generated. So yeah, Pokemon as a series, there's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, which is just a game about procedurally generated dungeons. So
Is it? How much information have they? Because I didn't look into any of the leaks.
lot.
Is it still doing the same model as like gyms, and then the dungeons are kind of like where you find your wild Pokemon, or?
That I haven't seen yet. I'm sure, like, and so the president of the Pokemon company, like, there's this one guy who's like always in a suit who usually starts off the Pokemon Presents. Apparently, he has reached out. There's like this main leak page that everybody knows about. So this isn't me putting them on blast. Pokemon Company has reached out to this Twitter account directly, Centro Leaks, and it's like a Spanish-speaking Twitter account that usually has Pokemon leaks, at least have risen to prominence in the Nintendo Switch era, and I've been following them since they. What game leaked? I know they've definitely leaked the entire decks of Scarlet and Violet, and I want to say they're where I got all the leaked Mega Evolutions, and so that's how I know all the Mega Evolutions that are in the base game of Legends EA. Since the game's come out, people have like just straight up posted the renders all over the internet. So, like I sent Chris just an Instagram post of, here's just everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are getting Wind and Waves. They talked about there was a scrap Galar Legends game. There've been more than just like, we know when that Challengers got delayed because that was originally supposed to come out this year. And so it's just a lot of information. And there still is more that hasn't just been released out of this Terra leak that happened at least a year ago. And
They say anything about remakes?
yes, apparently Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Apparently we were supposed to get like a Gen 5 thing, but because of budgets and time constraints and stuff, we got
Their budget ain't shit.
yeah. Well,
Their budget ain't
Yeah,
shit.
that came out. That was crazy.
13 mil for Zoc is fucking insane.
I thought it was 20. It's 13.
Yeah, it's 13.
That's yo.
And I mean, you see it in the game. Like playing Legends ZA on Switch 2.
Like you can fuck. Like they make more money than anybody. What the fuck?
Yes, they do make more money than anybody.
Than anybody. And I'm like, they're splitting it 4 ways. They're still eating. Like they're still feasting. The fuck?
It's crazy.
They're just being greedy at that point.
We probably could have gotten a
No,
better
it's
Starmie
because
Mega Evolution.
they can look at us and be like, oh, they don't fucking care. Feed them their slop. We're gonna get our bag.
So I got 20 from its 2 billion yen, which is 13 million USD. And even this thing that was posted in the Discord is referencing Centro League, so $13 million as the entire
million
development budget of a 2025 video game.
For a triple A first party
Million seller.
million seller number like fucking one IP 13 million. And trust me, video game prices are highly overflated, right?
Yeah. I wish we could have seen, because this...
But Jesus, y'all could at least double that shit. Like, this is why they're not getting voice acting.
Oh, yeah. And it is so... Like, this game is basically a visual novel. First of all, I'll say this is the first Pokemon game that I would not recommend giving to, like, a kid that can't read. Like,
You're gonna learn today.
This is the most verbose.
Pokemon helped me reinforce my reading.
Yeah, it did.
In kindergarten, I just learned how to do this for real.
Make us learn Braille.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon definitely helped. Yes, it did.
And Owen.
And I mean, but this game, like Legends Arceus, kind of was like on a different level. Like even Scarlet and Violet, like the core Pokemon games, like the dual side-by-side releases, those at least follow a formula. Like not having that formula whatsoever in this game also makes it weird. Also, I'm not sure how long this game's going to be because
you just gotta go from Z to A.
I'm at F.
Damn.
Fuck. How many hours did you play?
Like, let me check. I'll give you my actual game time, in-game clock. Because it's not that many. It is not. Yeah. I'm more than halfway through the alphabet levels of playtime.
Yeah. My thing with Pokemon, they need to take longer with these games, right? Like
15 hours, 42 minutes. Oh, nope. That is the current time. 6 hours, 11 minutes. 6 hours, 11 minutes, and I'm at rank F.
How long to beat says it takes about 22 and a half hours.
That's
on the very low end of a Pokemon game.
Well, Legends Arceus was surprisingly short. Like, I felt like once it got going, it was over.
Oh.
And then the post game was
didn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah, that was the one good thing I will say. Like, if you are an adult who wants to play a Pokemon game, like, these all do more interesting JRPG things. Like, Pokemon Legends ZA is an action RPG in the ways, like, I thought it'd be more like kind of MMO. Like, no, it is action RPG that you were playing as Pokemon.
Yeah, I've seen Pokemon just executing people.
Well, that is the one thing. I am running around. Like, anytime there's an alpha, first of all, these alphas are back from Pokemon Legends Arceus, which were they're larger than normal, stronger than normal, and yeah, are assholes to humans specifically.
Yeah, I get it.
But
and you're just gonna catch them and eat them all willy nilly, and they're just gonna sit there and take it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck that.
It is the
them alphas is woke. They said, nah, not today. How do you feel about the battle system now with it being
Being
more
action.
actiony?
Uh, it's way more engaging than any Pokemon. Like,
Do you like it?
yeah, I'll
Do you
say
want
it.
that to be
You
in the
hesitated there.
mainline games going forward?
I mean, it's just different. It
No.
is not like that's the thing. I still want my fight bag Pokemon run. Like, I want my. I mean, we still only have our 4 moves, but I still want my traditional. If I
Right.
sit my system down and walk away, nothing will happen because it is a turn based game and it is my turn and I just haven't chosen
Yeah.
what to do. Like, it's fun for what it is,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of like if this were a different IP, like it'd be a cool battle system. For it to be Pokemon, it is just kind of weird for it to be this big of a departure from the existing battle system that has been.
I mean, but they're gonna have that in with Pokemon Champions going forward, yeah. And you know,
No.
people are gonna
Pokemon
go
Ch-
there to actually sweat.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Champions is going to be traditional Pokemon battling, like actual
Yeah,
tournament.
exactly. That's my point. Like they're gonna have the
Going away.
traditional battle system, and that's where like all the sweats are gonna be. And I mean, by and large, people do not like turn-based combat, right? They always make a big point of it that they don't give a flying fuck about turn-based combat.
Well,
So
go
I'm sure
play.
Pokemon
Now we
Company is
have an
looking.
answer for that. Go play Legends. Like, I feel like if you are at the level where you're critiquing the battle system of a Pokemon game, go play. We already know from the Terra League that they're going to continue with the Legend series. So, and the Legend series really does keep all your weird experimentation in the Legends games. Keep doing these like crazy story concepts. These crazy like
Yeah, I mean, if it was another company, I would think they would actually just say fuck it and make the change. But Pokemon, clearly, they don't give a fuck about refining, perfecting the formula, or like trying new shit
well trying new shit. Yeah, in the
in the actual games, not these legends, because they're spin-offs. I don't care. They're
no,
spin-offs.
they are not.
No, they're spin-offs.
Game
They're
Freak
spin-offs.
makes them.
They're not the side by side. Still a spin-off, in my
I
humble opinion.
I'm going off of what the developers say about it, and they say that the Legends
Well,
games
we don't
are.
care what they say about it.
I do.
The consumer's always right.
Yeah.
I can't trust somebody who won't even put voice acting in their fucking game after
I've-
almost 30 years.
I feel like Game Freak would if they could, because
I
they're
feel like they would if they could, but like 3 other people are telling them, nah, don't worry about it. Here, stretch this 13 mil for a main series game. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I might end up getting this. It looks,
It's
I mean, it looks fun.
yeah, it is
It does
good.
look fun.
The megas overall are trash. We got
They
some.
are very trash.
We got some good ones. I'd
Yes.
say like
All the-
everybody
All
has
the ones
at
that
least.
I've seen, I did not care for.
The
I
Mega
could,
Starmie memes have been hilarious, though.
yeah.
I am so mad at that.
Mega Starmie is like I thought Mega Dragonite was bad. I thought Mega Victory Bell was bad. I thought Mega Malamar was fine. Mega Starmie is atrocious. Mega Clefable is bad. Like if we really
At
want
least
to
it's
go
on
down,
theme. Like Mega Clefable is at least on theme with Fairy.
I don't think
Like,
that's
why
something
couldn't you
people
just
do.
give Mega Starmie, just more points?
More? They're like, yeah. The obvious answer here is to give them more spikes. But what if we just make these?
Legs.
What if we gave him legs?
Why? And then you didn't change the typing, so it's still water psychic. You could have at least made it fighting. Otherwise, why does he have legs?
For these stupid memes.
You know what they did?
Or maybe that person really thought they were.
I need an XY variant, and they need to just make a new one
Give
down the
him really
road.
long arms in the other one.
It
I
would
would
have,
cry.
even
Little
if
fist on him.
my problem with the legs are the knees. Like if it just had really long like spikes, like even if it just had the long legs, like it'd be okay. Like even if you just extended the spikes on
Oh,
Starman
it
as it
looks
is,
so bad.
the knees are the problem. Why are those opposable appendages? That's that
He's
like
got long ass legs, and he does kind of have tiny arms. He's got elbows.
these
It's
joints.
bad.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mm.
But I did play that Digimon Time Stranger demo.
Ooh, nice.
you played the
How'd
whole
it go?
thing, or
Played the whole thing.
how
You
many
go through the
hours
demo,
was that?
which is it's probably like you could probably do it in like 2-3 hours maybe. But I spent a lot of time like just gathering pretty much all the Digimon that I could. And digivolving them as far as I could. Which they really only let you get to rookie level. And there was a champion level Digimon that was like out in the wild that you could farm and get them. So instead of like catching them, you have to like keep battling them, and then you'll get enough of their digital DNA to synthesize them. But um, like it's anywhere from like 100 to 200%. So each time you fight them, you get like a percentage towards that. And once you hit 100, you can start synthesizing them. But once you get 200, you can get them with like their max stats or whatever. Um, so that's a pretty cool system. And you can go out there, farm the little base Digimon, and evolve them up. Um, there's like this personality type system and things like that. The game itself seems pretty cool. Once you beat the demo uh, portion of it, they give you access to like just like a vertical slice in the middle of the game. That way you could just see what it's like. I guess with like stronger Digimon, and seeing like the different evolutions or digivolutions, um, and kind of just make a team to go run through a quick little cave. You know, um, I definitely recommend checking it out. It is traditional turn based. But you can use your Digimon in the overworld for things like attacks or like traversal. It's cool, and it's voice acting.
Yeah,
The Digimon can talk as well, you know. So yeah,
That's
I
funny.
I was trying to see if the demo was on Switch just to have something to do on my Switch too, but my Switch is being weird about connecting to the internet. I mean, the fact that
yeah,
I'm
because
seeing
it's like, oh, you're trying to get some Digimon? Nah.
Now you know what time it is.
About it.
You know what you know where you signed your allegiance to.
Go ahead,
Right.
fire up that Za.
I'll be on that soon. But yeah,
Yeah. I just said all that to say, Pokemon step your game up.
all
Your
right.
fans have been serving you loyally for almost 30 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
can't give us a crumb.
sticking with the 30 years, prepping for the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go, they just reworked everybody's levels. If you boot up Pokemon Go right now, odds are your level jumped. And if you were in the 40s like me and were caught up on a research task, so they moved the level cap from 50 to 80. I was level 44 before the rework. I am now level 68. So,
Almost.
Yeah, when I get to 70, I start my research tasks, and apparently they're even harder now, so great. I had already hit a huge roadblock with the research task at level 44. I had more than enough XP to hit level 4, like hit level 45 and probably 46. I just didn't do enough Pokemon Go Rocket battles. And it was like when I really started locking in and focusing on it is when they announced the level rework, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. The good thing also, because of the rework, now every level you get bag storage and Pokemon storage. So, odds are if you log in, you will now have a shit ton more bag space and Pokemon storage. The item storage is a problem because for me, because I jumped all the way to 68, they gave me like 3,000 items over my capacity. So I just had to go through and delete so much shit to even be able to use my item bag. But fortunately, they didn't give me any Pokemon, so they just gave me like a shit ton of Pokemon storage for free.
Nice.
So I might be back in. I missed Mega Rayquaza raid day. I had a remote raid pass just chilling. I probably could have gone and hoped to get a shiny, but yeah, Legends is here. I'm focused on Legends like all the way.
Yeah.
Until it's done. Even though that first night I went and booted up Scarlet just to test it out. So Legends ZA was the first thing that loaded on my Switch. Then Tears of the Kingdom loaded. I put in my Tears of the Kingdom cart and loaded that up. I'm like, yep, this 60 FPS, but where I'm at in this story, I don't feel like if I get back into Zelda, I'm going to have to get back into Zelda for real. Like, I wasn't somewhere just in the overworld chilling. I was like halfway through the Goron story arc, so I would have to go in and actually fight like a manifestation of Ganon and do. I would have unlocked the last champion that I would need to go beat the game. So, but I was like, I'm not trying to do that right now. So the next thing that loaded up was Hades 2. And I was, the night before, I was mid-run. And so I loaded back in, like picked my run up at the Sirens and went all the way through and beat Kronos again. I think that was my third Kronos victory. So, also, because I want to beat this game before the end of the year, I turned off all the curses, which is like the heat system. Like, I turned all that shit off. I'm like,
no. Keep Rivals on. That's the only one you really want to keep on. Keep Rivals on.
I don't want any of them on. Like,
But you're not going to be able to upgrade the other aspects. You need the nightmare. You need no. You need the nightmare. I'm serious here. You need like those bonuses are really they scale up really good, and it's not that hard, man. Just put on Rivals, do a run with one of the weapons. That's like 6. That's like 6 nightmare right there. That's pretty much an entire weapon upgraded to 5. Like. I'm serious. Just keep Rivals on.
Alright. I'll turn it on, but I was like...
And also, you're going to need to start building up fear if you want to beat the game anyway.
So, fear, because I do...
Fear is the heat system.
So fear I have to do curse and then heat?
No. Fear... Fear is replacing heat.
When just looking it up, so the tablet you go to before you start a run, that you're like
the Vow of Night,
right? That is the curse system. There is also a heat system in the game. I haven't gotten to it yet. I am just aware that there is an additional level to that uses the same stuff that Zagreus used in Hades 1. We also might have lost Shayla. I see Chris moving and Madrid turned off his camera, and I see me moving. So, Dylan, there we go.
Dylan's back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I don't know what happened to Discord. It started freaking out. What were you saying?
That there is also, just because I was looking up basically where to get some of these materials I needed for incantations and stuff, the red skulls that you would get like off the heat system in Hades 1, all of those are also in Hades 2. In addition to the purple ones you get from the Vow of Night. Jalen's frozen for me again?
I think we lost him again.
There we go.
No, it seems like we're getting like a second and then just... Alright, so... Yeah, Hades 2, played that, then finished
Did it run better on the Switch than on your PC?
No. My PC, it actually... And I mean, it's probably because this isn't doing the full capabilities of the system, because it's not through HDMI 2.1. And my PC's through DisplayPort, so it actually is getting... I haven't had the frame rate problems that I'm having on my PC.
Oh, so you weren't... Did you run it in handheld or not?
A little bit, but I'm used to it, like, on my PC screen. Like, that was kind of like one of the things of why I've been playing it on PC, because I'm used to playing Hades on this screen in particular, like in this configuration. And so...
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I streamed it a little bit the other night on my channel, twitch.tv/SunnyChifa. And it started to get a little framey for me, especially when more things like appeared on screen.
All right.
I hadn't had that problem when I wasn't streaming.
Yeah, Discord just crashed in its entirely. That's all.
I see.
Fucking Discord, man.
The fact that it just keeps the frame up, just...
Right.
Yeah.
You know. just close out for me. You know, that's embarrassing.
Well, I would have had to change over the overlay and stuff if they dropped, and I don't have OBS as one of my active windows.
You could just do that.
Yeah, it could just do that.
That would be better.
That would be cool.
But yeah, so you were streaming in Madrid.
I was. I think it just was too much for my computer to handle, like the game and then running the stream in OBS.
Yeah, I just know from my time streaming on the Mac, like Macs just aren't good at that particular task.
They're not built for that. Maybe if I had the MacBook Pro.
Oh.
Even the MacBook Pros that I had when I was, like, back when the MacBook Pro that I had wasn't anywhere near as old as it is now, and it was still getting current, like, software updates and everything.
Yeah.
Even that didn't stream well, so.
I think the new Pro is probably pretty good. I mean, for that price point.
It better be.
Like the fuck. But I think I could get away with a capture card, and running it like that. I mean, I'll probably, if I'm already doing it at that point, I'm just gonna get Hades on Switch 2. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Because that will probably be my first Switch 2 game, is to just get Hades 2. And,
yeah, I mean, that's the only one that I've gotten. Like, Legends came with the system, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom updates were free. Scarlet, it was just a patch. So the only Nintendo Switch 2 edition game that I have gotten has been Hades 2. So, I mean, it's a good game. So, and it's a good version of the game.
Yeah. I don't mind playing handheld. I
Yeah.
played a lot of Hades 1.
And I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're going to play it handheld, like, you're not going to be dealing. Like, it's a well optimized version of the game. It's, for me and my setup, and it could probably look better if my monitor were HDMI 2.1 and had the HDR going and everything. But I can get HDR and everything out of my computer because it's through DisplayPort, and DisplayPort was ready for all that when my monitor was made. So, yeah. But zero issues. Picked up at the Sirens, did the rest of the run, made it all the way to Kronos, beat him, and then went back to the Crossroads and went back to playing Pokemon Legends after that, I think. Oh no. Then Scarlet was the next game that was ready, and I played through another chunk of the DLC because holy shit. Like, knowing how that game ran and playing through that entire game on Switch 1 and then just doing a couple battles on Switch 2, I was like, oh man. This is a better game than I thought it was. Like, it was a good game despite of the performance issues, but now without performance issues, it's one hell of a game. So I still have my turn-based Pokemon in Switch 2 quality also available at any time that I need it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So another big fall game that somebody put in the notes is Ghost of Yote. I know I haven't even kidded myself, and
It's me.
Yeah. So how's that going, Chris?
So I know last episode I said I wasn't gonna buy this game until I beat Silent Hill. And then Silent Hill reminded me that they had a disclaimer at the beginning when you turn on the game that if you feel uneasy, please turn off this game. And I think I got to that scene, or at least one of them. And so I saw it saved and was like, I'm gonna buy Ghost of Yote. I need a palate cleanser. Which didn't turn out to be much of a palate cleanser because as soon as you turn on the game, everyone dies, which isn't a spoiler. Just play 5 seconds of the game.
Yeah,
I mean that's usually how a Ghost game starts.
So
No,
it's
I mean,
like,
honestly, that's how a Sony game starts these days.
yeah. So I was like, but I just like playing hour and a half. I think that I played so far. I missed Ghost of Tsushima or just a Ghost series, and this game is beautiful. The fighting in it is I was like, man, I went through the tutorials of like the flashbacks of your home now versus where your home was when you were training to be a little samurai.
Through the power of the SSD.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a beautiful. I'm excited to you have this game to just when Silent Hill is Silent Hilling. Okay, I'm gonna go be a samurai now.
So, you dropped Kronos, or did you beat Kronos?
I dropped. Yeah, I can't do two games at the same time. I'm not crazy. I don't care that it's October.
I thought you were built different.
Nope, I'm not built different. I like it.
He's like, I'm built different, just not that different.
Not that different, no.
But yeah,
yeah.
so
I'll go back to Chronos probably later.
You're playing on a base PS5, because that's one of the things that really has me like interested in Yote is apparently it being the first like Sony first party game released post pro that's not like apparently it goes crazy with the PS5 Pro enhancements. So
it hasn't done. haven't noticed anything like no dips or anything
Well, yeah, there's
on the
like
base
a
PS5.
frame rate with ray tracing mode on the Pro. So,
That's cool.
yeah, Insomniac doing that with a lot of their games on the base PS5, like I'd
Yeah.
be interested in seeing how that extra GPU horsepower goes into a game that for a good chunk of the development time we knew there was a PS5 Pro. The PS5 Pro has been out there, and considering this year we haven't really gotten many first party PlayStation games. Have
Yeah.
we gotten any this year?
I think this is the first one.
I mean,
I think
Death
this is the
Strand-
first one.
well,
Death
it's not
Strand.
really first
That's
party.
second
Yeah,
party.
the Kojima.
That's the
Yeah,
that's like the closest.
yeah.
I'd say.
And that
I
did
think-
that PS5 Pro. Oof, that game
Yeah.
looked fucking amazing.
Concord was this year?
Was Concord
That was
this
last year.
It was last year.
It came out August. died
Oh,
in
because it's
September.
already been a year since it came out, right?
Yeah. I am actually excited. I'm curious to see about the differences between the base PS5 and PS5 Pro for this game too, because I think I beat and platinumed Tsushima on the PS4 Pro, and then you got the PS5 like at launch, and then you were like, "Hey, play this game. It's got a little bit of a like frame rate update and everything for the PS5," and I played it and I was like, it's it doesn't take away from it playing on like the base or a PS4 Pro like with Ghost, but it definitely adds to the experience.
Well, yeah, it went from 30 to 60. So that was the thing. That was
Yeah,
like the
it
main
was
difference
smooth.
is that
What does Yotai run at?
they have a cinematic mode where you can do 30. I think you can do 24, might be an option. And then there's a frame rate mode that lets you do 60. And then on PS5 Pro, you can do ray tracing at 60. So yeah, I don't think it's going to
Okay.
be a like night and day difference the way it was from PS4 Pro to
Yeah,
PS5.
a whole generation jump.
Right, but
Yeah,
it
the
does
key thing
seem
seems
like
to be that performance plus ray tracing.
hmm,
Oh yeah,
The key thing seems to be the performance plus ray tracing.
yeah.
ray tracing Pro is 60. That's cool.
Yeah. That will be the mode that at some point I might spend some time with that game, but right now it's not that time. I got to beat Hades 2.
Yeah,
I got to beat Pokemon. I got to beat the Pokemon DLC for Scarlet. I got shits to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did dip my toes back into Expedition 33.
Ooh.
How'd that go?
Skill. Yeah, I was at a very cool moment where I made it to like the Gestial village, and the Gestials, they're these little creatures that are like paintbrushes that are brought to life, and all they want to do is fight. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, did a little tournament, unlocked the next party member. So I'm getting into that rotation, and I'm starting to see where like getting your Pictos and Luminas just right. Those builds can go kind of stupid. So
Nice.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I recommend it. Consider this an agenda pushed. Go play that.
But on Steam now. Just bought it since I don't have game. Well, I said that last time.
Yeah, fuck
But
Game Pass.
It's on
Fuck
Steam.
Microsoft.
So if anybody else wants to play it, we have a family account.
That's very convenient because I was thinking about buying that on Steam.
I did check. I was like, Jalen might have already gotten this, and I was like, damn it, I can't. I'll get it. It's $40, $50 game.
While we're
Look,
talking
having
about
2 copies is good. Having 2 copies of things is not a bad thing.
That's
Right.
true.
I added 2 games to the Steam family. Well, really 3. Actually, we'll just go since the end of September. I've added 4 games to the Steam library. Away, which I got for free. I'm not sure what it is. Giga Wrecker, which is a Game Freak game that is not a Pokemon game. Golden Light, which is like it looks like a first-person horror game, not like Outlast. Like, I say just go look at it in the Steam library. It looks interesting. And Skate Early Access, which is free to play. I booted it up on my PC, and while it ran horribly, I did get all the Steam achievements for all the trophies I had on PlayStation. Also, I've been wanting to talk about this on the podcast. The Luminous Arise demo is back out, and I don't think it's limited this time. It might be limited until the game comes out, but you can play Luminous Arise. Runs great on Steam Deck. Like, it's available on PlayStation and Steam, so if you're on PS5, play it there. If you're, it's 3 or 4 levels in the journey mode, and then it also has, online PvP if you want to get trounced. But the journey mode, I highly recommend, if you know anything about Tetris Effect or enjoyed anything about Tetris Effect, Luminous Arise is really good so far. And, I have the digital deluxe edition pre-ordered on PlayStation, so comes out, I want to say, early November, so looking forward to that. But, yeah, play the Luminous Arise demo. You will thank me later. All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing before we go?
Nah.
Nope.
Let me see if the eShop's back up and if I can download Digimon.
Actually.
What you got, Chris? Chris got something going. Something brewing.
No, I have them out in the kitchen. I got some more One Piece cards.
We got him.
Chris, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but get into fucking Commander, motherfucker.
He's
You're
where he
right.
wants to be. He's on One Piece, you know.
You're right. You're right.
Chris, you play your cards right. You can get me to join.
I gotta figure out this game.
Well, Madrid will also have to figure out the game, so there's also the option of him getting in on the collecting front, and then y'all figuring out the game together.
Good luck.
I want some of these art cards, the manga cards.
Yeah.
I did get a holographic Sanji though. That was cool.
All right. Well, until next time, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Anton6, followed by 2 X's. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me in the Discord.
Madrid?
Yeah, just find me in the Discord.
Jalen?
Squid Bishop on the internet.
All right, this has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. The descriptions are written by ChatGPT, and the episode titles are written by me. Until next time, keep it cheesy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 357 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
You didn't have to do that, Silent Hill. You didn't have to do that.
We got the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
You know, it's demo time. The demos are out.
And we got the Ray Trace 2 Ragnar Devon.
The Digimon can talk.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about my new Switch 2. We're going to be talking about Pokemon Legends EA. We're going to talk about Ghost of Yote and Digimon Story Time Stranger. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. YouTube will get a little bit more time, but considering I can't rate on YouTube, or at least I don't know how. Apparently you can with like a third party thing. I'm just not there yet.